Welcome to the TaiyangNews and SNEC Solar Leadership Conversations. My name is Michael Schmela and I'm the Managing Director of TaiyangNews, all about solar. I'm very glad to have with me today Zhengrong Shi, a true solar pioneer, the one who brought solar basically to China and really pushed the technology on the development level worldwide. So I'm really happy to talk to him about his latest venture, Sunman. Zhengrong, great to have you.
Hi, Mike. Yeah, good to talk to you.
So knowing solar longer and better than most people who are still in the industry, we've been growing so much over the last few years that there are a lot of newbies now. So what was the key motivation to start this new venture, Sunman?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Part of the reasons is exactly because I have been in solar for so long. I know the industry so well. So that's why I chose something different, which the industry has not been able to tackle for a long time. For a couple of reasons. First of all, from technology point of view, when I was in Sunman, when I was in University of New South Wales and Pacific Solar Australia, I have done so many technology development and commercialization. Especially when I was in Suntech, we developed Bluetooth technology, which I would say probably is a precursor of PERC technology, as well as some, like a process for TOPCon. So we kind of know the roadmap of solar cell technologies, Bluetooth, PERC, TOPCon, and XPC, now in the future. So that's something, we understand very well. We help to develop a lot of tools, including laser process, like from Dr. Laser, the company. We worked together for like 5-6 years to develop many processes and tools. Second reason, I came from thin film background. Thin film has been kind of ideal product for many of PV applications, right? It can be produced at very thin, lightweight. If we put on the polymer substrate, can be flexible. So this is really a kind of attraction to me. It has stuck in my mind for many years. Although I have been working on crystalline silicon technology for so many years. Thirdly, I also it's very clear to me as an entrepreneur, and to start a company, similar to Suntech, basically you have to compete on several fronts: volume, price, then is capital. So doing all that is not easy. Basically, is a business. So for me, as a background of a scientist, as an engineer, I rather choose the new way, which like this flexible and lightweight crystalline silicon-based technology, all right, which could open an entirely new channel, for application of PVs. We call PV everywhere.
Yeah, that's the way to go, and it's interesting. The question is, of course, so how was this embraced? So I think in the last few years, it was just about volume, volume, volume. So I think the products got better, they got larger, that they got higher efficient. But on the other hand, we're still seeing solar being deployed as it was in the past, at least for the masses. So we just have a building and you add the module simply on the roof mostly.
Yes, so that's exactly. You with current technology, glass-based technology, it's getting bigger and heavier. Okay, of course, more output, and of course, we have to give the credit to a PV industry for sure, because without this fluctuation of the industry, right, which enforce this innovation and cost reduction, and PV probably will never stand as a important technology in solar in energy industry. So I think that's very good. I'm very glad. The cost is coming down to this level. So we are here, right? Everybody recognize PV. unlike 10, 15 years ago. So we were still struggling to try to establish our status. But now status is established. So now with everything electrified, I think PV really will be everywhere. So with Sunman's product, is lightweight and flexible. Actually, in this show, we're going to launch, a lightweight and flexible PV white paper. All right, because now this year we're going to break 1 gigawatt installation, and it's not just Sunman. Sunman, we are pioneer, we are leader, but we see a group of others actually following us coming to this channel. So I think it's going to create another sector among PV, especially with severe competition this moment and too much generation, imbalance of generation and storage. So I think somehow the PV industry development has to be, the pace has to be adjusted. So we have to work on solution oriented instead of just PV itself. Yeah.
So when you have a very special product, which is really unique in its sense, and so now you're saying that you're kind of really going beyond the gigawatt threshold, which is an amazing level and a good one to have. So when you look back, you start with a company, and then there's all this opportunity, but of course there's also all these challenges that you just mentioned. It's efficiency, it's capital, and everything. So how do you feel the technology was embraced by customers?
Yeah, I think when we show this lightweight flexible panel to customers, they're all amazed. They all love it. They really love it. Okay, because we can put on this anywhere we like. But on the other hand, there were a lot of doubts. All right, hesitates in their mind because they worry about reliability, micro cracks, yellowing, all the reliability related to concerns. So although the product has passed multiple international standards certifications, but it really took us quite an effort, okay, to educate the market from initially free demonstration to a few kilowatt project, then tens of project, hundreds kilowatt of project, but now it's tens of megawatt project. So it's really a learning process. We also made a lot of mistakes during the process, right? And people, they like the product, but they don't know how to handle it. Although we teach them, train them how to install them properly, but most of the EPC companies, they only handle the conventional glass. So they don't treat the panel very gently and so on. So sometimes cause some issues like micro cracks during installation. So we have to develop end-to-end ecosystem. So it takes a lot of effort. So but now we see all this problem has been solved, and more companies, customers come to us. It's like a bit like I would say the situation like maybe 2007, 2008 of Suntec time. Mm-hmm. You sort of see the snowball start to roll, to grow. So, and especially as I said, with now where to cut the cost, right? Module price already down here, but I believe the next level of cost reduction should be installation. Installation, you look at Europe, I guess 30 euro cents per watt, Australia 30 Aussie cents, and the US maybe more than that, right? If you don't cut this part of installation, so no matter, even panel price is zero, you still have to pay this much. So I think innovation need to come from different angle, So probably I'm the guy, I sort of foresee this, much earlier.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And of course, also you are opening up new segments. I think so. The C&I segment is really the one everyone is trying to explore. So I think in the last few years, a lot was really on on residential solar. So there was the energy crisis, and people really wanted to self-consume. They had energy security fears, and now it's really the C&I segment that also has been sensitized for high energy prices, and so they are going there, and your product is perfectly suited.
It's perfect. I mean, it has been like proven in the last 3 years in China, Europe, and Australia, Japan, because many of these rooftops cannot handle the weight, and also, even China, the security of or safety issues become more and more important. So for any building, if you want to install solar, you need to get cert engineering company to verify if the building can handle the weight. So which provides very good opportunities and for us. So that's why the company grew quite fast in the recent few years, and also we increased our salespeople in Europe, Southeast Asia. I often telling my team, and without traveling, I just imagine I know where our market is located. For example, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Africa, Southern America. These countries, they're fairly benign climate, right? Not too cold, and also not very rich. So when people build the buildings, you can imagine the structure probably not the most solid. But now solar is the cheapest generation technology. So solar before was for rich people, but I say solar now is for poor people as well. It's for everybody, right? So maybe before they were stuck, I have to burn my candle, or what's the next? We should use solar. So that's why I told our sales team, go to these regions. They will be a customer for sure.
Okay, but still, I think especially these days, it's really hard to enter the segment. So because prices are so low, and of course you don't have this economies of scales like the others have, and it's a different technology. So how do you kind of overcome these challenges for a newcomer, especially in these days?
Well, for us actually we are different. First of all, we don't have like tens of gigawatt scale, right? We don't have that much pressure. And secondly, we provide the value to the customer. We don't need to full price like others do, and because we provide the value, and otherwise, if they want, they cannot, they have to choose not install solar or have to spend a lot of money to strengthening their rooftop. And also for many other applications, I mean, we are the only choice, for these applications. For example, for some greenhouse, right? For facade, and for some carport or mobile applications. So our product is perfect for this new type of applications. This is also where we are targeting.
So that means, despite all these overcapacities, you are not so concerned.
We are somehow immune.
That's a good one to have. So you now reach the gigawatt level. So when you look forward, let's go forward maybe 12 months next year, SNEC 2025.
Yeah.
Where will we see Sunman?
Well, I guess cumulatively now we are reaching 1 gigawatt. I guess hopefully our annual sales, okay, will be like a 1 gigawatt or beyond very soon in the future. Yeah, because we'll see the volume grows almost doubling every year.
Mm-hmm. And so if you look at the product, so yes, how do you see it further evolving actually? So where is the
I would say unlimited imagination, Michael. so I hope I can talk to you every year. So then every year I can bring you a new product. So you can see the engineering and innovation, imagination. Yeah. So that's the future of PV.
Wonderful. I think it's always good to talk about the future. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Good.